Hi, I'm Katie Mintz. It's Thursday, April 2nd, and here's what's happening in Apple Valley and Rosemount. This month, more than 1,000 men and women from the Minnesota National Guard's 34th Infantry Division will deploy to Iraq. The Red Bulls will support Iraqi security forces in 8 of the country's 18 provinces. They've been training for the mission since mid-February at Fort Lewis in Washington State. Last week, Lieutenant Colonel Kevin Olson, a spokesperson for the 34th Infantry Division, said some soldiers had already reached Iraq to begin preparing for the rest of the troops. Most will depart in mid-April for the year-long deployment. We should have everyone there by the end of April. We expect to take responsibility of our area in late May, said Olson. The Red Bulls will oversee operations in the southern third of the country from Baghdad to Saudi Arabia, an area about the size of Minnesota with an 8.5 million population. From Camp Baghdad, 425 soldiers from the Rosemount-based division headquarters will provide leadership and staff analysis for combat forces. 400 soldiers from the Inver Grove Heights-based Special Troops Battalion will handle logistics, support, and communication. And 169 soldiers from the Stillwater-based Military Police Company will provide security on base. The 34th Infantry Division Band will also send 43 musicians for morale and ceremonial support, marking its first mobilization since World War II. On Tuesday last week, Rosemount Mayor Bill Drosty and Governor Tim Pawlenty, as well as other civic and business leaders, visited Fort Lewis to wish them a final farewell before they head off to Iraq in support of Operation Iraqi Freedom. The 34th Red Bull Infantry Division has soldiers from 273 Minnesota cities and towns, including the following local communities with 10 or more deploying soldiers: Burnsville with 25, Eagan with 23, Apple Valley with 20, Lakeville and Rosemount each with 16, Brooklyn Park, Plymouth and Bloomington with 12, and Maple Grove with 10. You can follow the Red Bulls throughout the deployment with news, photos, and videos online at www.theredbulls.org. Tomorrow, young geography whizzes from across the United States will participate in state-level geographic bees, competing for a spot in the national competition in Washington, D.C. in May. Among participants in the Minnesota Bee being held at St. Cloud State University are District 196 students Nicholas Kowalski, a 7th grader at Falcon Ridge Middle School in Apple Valley, David Hansen, a 5th grader at Red Pine Elementary School in Eagan, Anurag Garikapati, an 8th grader at Blackhawk Middle School in Eagan, and Aditya Ronanki, a 5th grader at Shannon Park Elementary School in Rosemount. Last year, Aditya placed 3rd in the state bee, though he was just one of 3 4th graders among the 100-plus contestants. Students in grades 4 through 8 qualify for the state bee by winning their school bee and then taking a written test. Each state winner receives $100, the National Geographic Collegiate Atlas of the World, and an all-expenses-paid trip to Washington, D.C. for the national finals. First place in the national competition is a $25,000 scholarship. Your Weather Underground forecast for tonight is partly cloudy with lows around 25. Tomorrow, expect partly cloudy skies with highs around 45. And I'll leave you today with some information on a new nonprofit grocery delivery service now available for seniors in Burnsville, Eagan, and Apple Valley. Here's Store to Door Executive Director Mary Jo Shifsky to tell you a little bit about the service. For the full story on Store to Door, visit www.mnsun.com. For Sun Newspapers, I'm Katie Mintz. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Store to Door shops for and delivers groceries to keep elderly adults at home. We register people in our office, and then we work with our clients on an every other week basis, helping them order groceries. We shop for all their groceries using volunteers, and then we deliver the groceries directly into their kitchens using paid delivery staff. Store to Door has been in operation actually for 25 years. We're a pretty well-kept secret. So at this time we have the capacity to serve additional clients, and we know that there are quite a few clumps of elderly residents in Burnsville, across the river from Bloomington, where we shop at the Bloomington Cub Foods. So it is just time for us to move into this area. Our clients want to stay home, they want to have a choice of food, they want to have control over their food, and they want to feel like they're treated well and fairly.